Hello, I am Mantastic and Fantastic, and today I am playing through Volsung Mythic Plus Descended with the Blue Sonia team. Now, the reason why I decided to use Blue Sonia for this dungeon is because there is a water skyfall buff, or debuff for most other teams, as well as lots of different monsters in the dungeon actually spawn water orbs, so you have an easier time. So it makes sense, and along with Blue Sonia having incredible recovery, so as long as you can survive a single hit, you won't die. So when you're tackling Volsung, there are two things you need to bring if it's Mythical Plus. First off, you need to bring a delay or a poison of some sort. So in my case, I'm using Viper Orochi because I can delay the final boss and bypass his 50% resolve. In addition, you must bring some true damage of some sort. So I always bring my Blue Odin, who has Awoken Raw inherited. And this allows me to kill the pre-draws later on in the dungeon. If you can't kill the pre-draws, you basically lose. So with all those in mind, you can bring kind of whatever subs you want, as long as they have a mixture of like utility and orb generation. So I'm just gonna hop right into it. And the thing of Blue Sonia is, as long as you match at least 4+ connected primary blue orbs, you deal reasonable damage. Like, they made a change so that you actually gain damage, like the bonus 2.25 times multiplier from a 2-prong, which is great because I can conserve orbs and 2-prong my way through the easier floors. So ideally I want the gold dragon because it saves me effort later on for evolving baby Tomatos, but oh well. And one nice thing about playing these Mythical Plus dungeons is that you get really good drops in addition to the boss drop. You get the monster points, and when there's plus egg event happening, you get plus eggs. So I like to try and play them as often as I can, along with Arena. So Blue Sonia teams, they gain most of their damage from forming horizontal blue connected rows. So as long as it's 6 horizontal blue orbs, you deal large bonus damage based on the amount of row awakenings you have. So my team has at least 10+ per account, so I'm dealing significantly high damage to monsters. Now on this guy here, I like to try and push him into his threshold where he starts having water skyfalls. I'm not going to try and kill him, I just want to push him down below 75%, ideally 50 so he's red so it's easier, and then he'll start spawning water orbs as a skyfall buff for me. So that was perfect, got him into red, got the skyfall buff, and now I just need to kind of set up my board and hopefully get lots of water orbs falling down. Ideally so I can match them. Perfect, so now I can make a row, and I can conserve other actives. So I only have to use one active to hasten my process. And in addition, like, he does bind you this floor, so it can be annoying. And I just want to get past it right away, so that's why I use the Hermes from Fantastic. So floor is dead, good job. Yep, good job. Sometimes there's a delay between accounts when I play co-op. Alright, so I can just use a 2-prong and that would actually kill this floor. Oh, I'm gonna cascade it down there. I guess it makes it safer, but it's okay. I have enough water orbs that I should be able to kill the Hino on the next floor. So, Volsung can be tricky because you have to navigate large preemptives, and that's why I like Blue Sonia team, because after I survive the 99% health cut, there is a large preemptive on the following floor, and because Blue Sonia teams have such amazing recovery, I don't have to worry about it as much. And by putting the purple orb like that, it causes an extra cascade, so it slightly increases my chance of a skyfall happening. Doesn't always work, but why not go for it if it was already kind of made for you already. So here's the large preemptive I was talking about, and most teams, if you're not prepared, you might actually die to that, and that's obviously not good for your health. So I am going to use Hermes, because I want to kill this cat. I might be a dog person, but this cat is a little dangerous. Wow, that was impressive. A full row, just bam! I remember I was watching a video when I first started playing Pat, and some guy had like a reprise Skyfall with a horizontal blue row, and he was like, whoa! And I was like, whoa! Now, I made a small error in planning out my turns, but I have a pass turn anyways, but it's ideal if Mantastic kills this floor because Fantastic has the true damage nuke to actually kill the pre-draws. So I got a little excited and I forgot my overall strategy for what I want to do for the dungeon, but it's still going to work out because I have a pass turn, and I don't really need pass turns in this dungeon because there's not really too many dangerous scenarios. So a row and a two-prong will definitely kill these off, and it helps that I have type advantage against one of the colors. And so this is the pre-draws I talked about. You need the true damage, so you'd pass your turn, and Fantastic would nuke the floor. So dead. And now I fight Hera Is, and Hera Is would be annoying for most teams, but because I'm water-based and every turn she generates water orbs, I have an extra chance of saving an active or having to use less actives to kill her. Because she's quite dangerous, and I'm going to let Fantastic just kind of set up the board. Mantastic these orb changers, and then I. So I'm just kind of matching orbs away. I am going to then use I and then another orb changer based on what Hera Is changes. So there isn't too many, but I have fire, which means Andromeda is going to shine bright. So I use Andromeda. I use I. I'm using I here because I'm delaying Volsung's final form. So I have multiple turns to kill him, so I don't need the burst. So I'd rather be able to burst Hera Is and then Volsung on his first form. Let's see. That's enough. Yay for Skyfalls, and Hera Is will die. The Devil Killer on the Blue Light Hermes does help a little bit. Not as crucial compared to, say, like Scarlet Descended or Ultimate Devil Rush, but it makes a little difference on Hera Is. But with I's buff, I have more than enough damage. So I'm going to use Blue Sonia here, and that's a really crappy board. Like, wow, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, it's 12. It's exactly 12, so it doesn't really matter too much. Because as long as I make 2 rows, he dies, and I can form enough combos to bypass the 4 combo shield. So 5 combos made, 2 Skyfalls, 2 rows, it's more than enough to kill him. Now, on Volsung's final form, he has Resolve, so if he's above 50% health, you actually can't kill him, and he'll kill you if you were to deal lethal damage, because he survives 1 health and then just obliterates you. However, unlike most other bosses with Resolve, he can be delayed or poisoned. So either delaying or poison will circumnavigate this Resolve, because if you delay him and you burst him down, he'll be left with 1 health, but he can't attack. Therefore, in your next turn, you finish him off. Conversely, if you have a poison sub, you can use the poison now, burst him down, kill him instantly, and then the poison will actually will trigger and then finish off his 1 health. So because Fantastic has... Oh crap, I used my past turn. Okay, so all I'm going to do is just not do anything. I am going to just do that. And that's okay because Fantastic has Delay and he has Mori Montanari, who's going to spawn blue and red orbs. So my board is not the best, 1, 2, but wait. Make sure you always delay. So that's one thing I've forgotten to do before, so I just double checked I delayed. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 is not a very good amount of orbs, unfortunately. And they're all kind of pushed towards a weird way at the bottom. I'm going to just try to make a fancy pattern. Okay, so that's the fancy pattern you make for when you have a 13 primary board split. It doesn't actually make an extra combo, it just increases your chances of a Skyfall or a Skyfall falling into place. Okay, connections are fun. I'm so glad they introduced this because I've died so many times due to lost connection. It's a little disheartening when that happens because you did nothing wrong. Like, I paid my internet bill. I'm just getting rid of those locked red orbs, because if I use orb changers, they don't actually work because of the locked red orbs, which can be a frustrating scenario. Alright, so I'm going to use Hermes, because it doesn't compete with the locked red orbs, and I'm just going to sweep with Love. Let's see. Alright, so I get the yellow combo at the end there. There's some Skyfalls. He's already below 50%, so this will kill him. So that's how I deal with Volsung Descended. I haven't really played it too much. I don't know, I think he's kind of the ugliest of all of the Rogue Descend bosses. In his first form especially. In his second form he's kind of cool, but not so much, and a lot of times you play just for the artwork and how exciting it looks. So I will probably at some point max skill him. He hasn't been cooperative. I know I have fed him a lot and he just doesn't skill up. So hopefully this video is informative. Let me know what you think or what you use to clear Volsung. Check out my website, which will have a corresponding post along with this, and happy puzzling!